Yeah guys, at the plot, it's Wednesday, it's the 27th of April. I want to say thank you to everyone who has commented on what's happening with the rhubarb. I really appreciate it. I'm going to cut the seed head out now, which I'll show you in a sec, but hopefully it's not too late and that the rhubarb will still survive. Okay guys, we've cut that down now, but as you can see, or I hope you can see, just in here there's some eggs, and I think we found a caterpillar just by there. I think that's a giant or some sort of caterpillar, and we found a snail in there, so we've got rid of them now. So I've cut that seed head down. Hopefully that will be enough for it, but we'll keep an eye on it. It is hollow, so I don't know. It's still putting on growth and everything, so I would have thought it should be okay, but we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. And then that's the seed head, which turned out to be quite big really. So yeah, we'll put that in the composter now. And I think, I'm not sure if that's one developing there either. We'll give that a bit of time, because it could just be leaves coming, but the others all seem fine now. They haven't got a head like that did, but we'll see. Cheers guys. Okay folks, I've just got in from the allotment and it looks like it was just in time. Literally we've just been there cutting the seed head off and this has happened. It's hailstoning, which is a bit horrendous if I'm honest. It's coming down quite fast and quite thick really, so growing anything really is going to be a no-go for the next couple of days, until this cold weather passes really. But as you can see, it's starting to settle on the ground, so it is coming down really thick at the moment, which is a pain in the ass if I'm honest. I don't know, I know some parts of the UK have had snow as well, so we'll just play it by ear. I can't believe it's almost May and it's just horrendous really, but we'll see how it goes. Morning folks, today is Sunday, it's the 1st of May. We're here at the plot. We didn't come yesterday, we went to watch the rugby. It was Judgment Day, so it was 4 of the top teams in Wales playing against each other, so we weren't here yesterday, and today's a little wet as well, so I'm not sure exactly what we'll get done. I just want to talk a little bit about the weather really. It's been horrendous. I don't know how everyone else is getting on, but all this week, I think I've filmed it, I'll show you later. We've had hail, we've had almost snow. It's been a bit sleety / snowy, and it's just playing havoc with all the stuff. Like all the stuff on the windowsill is ready to go out, but it just won't survive. It's too cold at night, and even in the day. I'm hopefully now, after this week it should pick up, I'm hoping, and we can start getting stuff out. But it's just been so cold, and it started affecting stuff on the plot already, like the potatoes, which I'll show you a bit later. I'm not sure how they're gonna do. The onions and garlic are fine, but I'm a bit worried about like the strawberries, the raspberries, if it's gonna set them back or what. How's everyone else getting on with theirs? It's a bit worrying really, and we can have a late year again, but I'll show you that a bit later. We've got a bit of deweeding we want to do, possibly make another raised bed depending on if the rain holds off, and we're definitely going to fill up the buckets today for the potatoes to make sure that if they have survived that they're okay. So if you join me in a bit and I'll show you how we're getting on. Okay folks, here's the potatoes. So this one's doing alright, this one's not too bad at all, but then if you look at this one, as you can see, it started going brown, and I don't know whether that's because of the cold or if it's diseased or what, but it's not looking good. But I'm going to cover them all up today, because this one's quite bad as well. We got some resident spiders about as well, which is always good. There's quite a few actually. There's 2 in that one. I don't know if you can see them moving. We get quite a bit of spiders down here. Oh, there's 2 in that one as well. Great. But yeah, as you can see, they're not looking great at all. I think that's because of the cold. So if I cover them up, like I said, and hopefully they should be alright then. And then the coffee ones, they are coming along. I gotta be fair, they are coming, but they are rather a lot further behind. But they are coming. So we'll get the compost in them. We're not gonna sieve it or anything like that. We're just gonna put a few, or fill them up with compost and just let them get on with it. Then they'll be alright for the rest of the year until they're ready. Then we'll chuck a bit of bloodfish and bones in the ones that need it, and then the ones that don't, obviously we'll just leave them as well. I'll crack on with that. Okay guys, the potatoes are all filled up now, so these ones have got the bloodfish and bones in, and these ones are just the compost now, so they're all filled up, so hopefully they will be okay. The ones with coffee, and I haven't got any more coffee with me to do, so I'm gonna have to leave them for now, and I'll do them when I get some more coffee, which is a bit of a nightmare. But hopefully, like I said, I'm hoping these potatoes will be okay. We've still got, I think it's another 12 ready to go out, but I might leave it another week or so, just because it is so cold at the moment and I don't know if they'll survive. So I'm going to leave them another week or so, which should be fine. Okay guys, the other thing I wanted to show you, my nan had some trees chopped down earlier this week, and so did a neighbour, and the neighbour had a chipper, so she's chipped a lot of her trees. So I asked her very nicely, and or my nan did, should I say, thank you Nan. And we've got some lovely wood chips now to start doing our path, so we'll leave them here for a couple more weeks. But we got 2 bags of the stuff, so we can start using that as wood chip then for the ground. And we've also got some logs off my nan. They're for our fire pit for the garden, so they'll just be there to season out and dry. But yeah, it's getting there. We got some chips. So once I've done this bit up to this composter sort of area, so once we put the next bed here, I might start using the wood chips to see how it goes. Obviously we'll have to de-weed these as well, make sure they're out before we put it down, but we'll give it a go, see what happens. Okay folks, last week I cut my grass in the house, and this bag was absolutely full of grass. But obviously it started mulching down already, so we're just going to add that to the composter now, just to add a bit of greens in. But I've opened the one today. Snail. Yeah, I've opened the one today, and it appears we've got an ant's nest in there. Now what do I do about that? Is it okay to be in there? Will it help eat all the stuff? I just don't know. But I was swarming with ants earlier, absolutely swarming. So I'm really not sure what to do with that. I'm going to add the grass to this one anyway, because it's one that's empty, and all the hops and that are really mulching down now, which is good. So I'll add the grass to this one. But yeah, if anyone's got any ideas on what to do with the ant's nest, please let me know. But I'll chuck the grass in there, and there you go. As you can see, that has already started really mulching down, so I'll just spread this out a bit. All the grass nutrients put back in then, which is good. I did learn a little tip about grass and cutting it, and if you want a good lawn, a friend of mine was saying that for a good lawn, if you, instead of collecting your grass cuttings every 3rd cut, I think it was, just leave the grass on top, all the cut grass on top, and that way then all the nutrients from the cut grass will go back into the soil for the new grass to grow. So it's an easy way to fertilise your grass really. So this one we've cut now, this is the first one of the year we've taken, and we're just going to cut and leave in here. The next one I might leave on top of the grass then, and then we'll work our way from there then, really. But we'll give it a go, see what happens. But hopefully this will help mulch down now and add nice nutrients to our compost. Right then folks, it's just starting to rain a little bit now, so I'm probably going to head off soon. So we haven't done that much really. Done a bit of de-weeding. What else have we done? We've done the potatoes, but that's about it if I'm honest. I'm going to give you a little bit of a plot update now. But I've had a little bit of an idea for this levelling off of the plot and making the raised beds. I'm thinking I'm going to build a sort of jig, basically. So if I show you outside, so where we've got, right? So in theory, I think I've worked out we can get 3 beds from this one. So I'll have another one there, and possibly one more. Possibly, I'm not sure. I got to work this out properly. But if I build one, so we got that as 1. If I build 2, 3 beds, join them all together with 1 piece of wood, and then use that as a sort of template to help make everything level. So it'll be wood spaced out, so it's the right dimensions for the paths and that. So if I do that, no, that's not going to work. Think about it again. If I build all the way across, measure it properly next time I'm here when it's not raining, so I'm work out where the 2 or 3 beds are going to go, build one massive sort of almost raised bed sort of frame, and then from there I can put that on the ground, fill it with compost, level it all off. Yeah, level the ground off around it, and then from there put my raised beds on top. So for instance, from here it's not too bad there. If I had the boards there and then the board at the front, I can see where I need to be, backfill it so it's all level. Even if I have to put wood up as almost like a retaining wall, and then put my beds on top. That's what I'm currently thinking at the moment. It may be a bit too big, but I'm gonna have to think about this properly. But it would help me get everything level, which would be good. So instead of having like these bits where you can see the bottom and stuff like that, it'll all be one level going all the way across with a retaining wall, and then you'd have your path. I'll have a little think about this, and then when it's dry next time, hopefully we'll have a little play. What do you think? Let me know. Okay guys, let's have a plot update. So this is the first bed of onions. So this one's all just onions, and as you can see, or I hope you can see, they have all started, well, not all of them, but they've started putting on growth. There's a few more dotted about the place, so these seem to be fine. Now we've had a little issue with the cats, and some of them have been upturned and things like that, so we've dealt with that and put them all back in. So hopefully most of them, if not all of them, should be upright and starting to put on growth. Lower just in there, but yeah, that's looking good. Here we've got the onions and garlic. Again, the cats have been in here, as you can see. One just sticking about. I'm just going to pop him in there. They've been sticking out, and there's a few garlics dug up as well, so I've put them back in. So hopefully they should be alright now. But there's not much sign of them, which we wouldn't expect just yet either. So that's okay. We haven't done anything here as yet, just because the weather's so bad at the moment. Again with the compost, we put the grass in and everything like that. We started using this for the potatoes, which is good. But the ants, like I said, we've got ants in that one, so if anyone's got any ideas, let me know. Fig tree is doing marvellous. He's putting on a lot of growth now. The cold doesn't seem to have affected him, or that I can see anyway. And we still got the figs growing, and they seem to be doing fine. There's only 3 at the moment. I haven't seen any more on any other branches, but that's fine, that's not an issue. Possibly, no, that's just more growth, but that's quite happily grown. We've done a bit of de-weeding down here, but we need to really get stuck into that. This one's putting on growth again. It's quite slow, but again, is that because of the cold? And we still don't know what it is. Oh, excuse me. Okay, the strawberries are doing bloody marvellous. They've all put on flowers, which is great. They're all growing quite healthily, so hopefully they'll be fine and the cold hasn't affected them too much. but they all seem to be doing fine. Even the ones around here, which I was a bit worried about being in the shade, even they've put on flowers, as you can see, and they're doing great as well. So hopefully we'll have a good load of strawberries. The lovage is flying now. It's absolutely amazing. And again, if anyone hasn't tried it, I highly recommend it. It's really nice. It's really good. Slowly, there's a little spider. Darting across. Raspberries, again, flying up, even with, there's loads of buds and things. So hopefully we'll have loads of raspberries this year. But they're popping up everywhere, which is what we want. And even this one, which was quite slow growing, even that started getting this groove on now, and that started coming up, which is great. The gooseberry has put on flowers as well. I think that's a flower anyway, looks like it. So that's put on flowers. Someone's been digging in here as well, so we need to top that up with a bit of compost. Strawberries down here, again flying. They've all got flowers open and that, so hopefully we'll have some strawberries soon. Do need to get behind it and really need to de-weed. De-weeding's one of those tasks where you just put off until it's too late, and it's at that stage now where it's way too late. I just need to get in there now. It's pain. The beetroot is coming up, as you can see, just there and there. So they all seem to be doing fine. There's a lot of weeds growing up in here as well, which we will address quite quickly. If you can, here you can see the beetroot's even better. So they're coming up, which is great. And there's more there. And so are the broad beans. The broad beans have all pretty much started putting on growth now, which is good. So hopefully we'll have a good lot of broad beans. And as you can see over there, the strawberry bed is just great. And then there's all the flowers there. They're quite big flowers this year, which I can't remember them being this big last year, which should be fine as long as they produce the strawberries. I'm quite happy. The rhubarb, as you saw earlier in the week, we did cut off the crown, or the head should I say, the seed head in that one, but they're all doing fine. They've all put on a load of growth except this one. This one's just milling about really. It's not really doing anything apart from being eaten, but this one's absolutely flying. We cut the seed head in there earlier in the week, so hopefully that'll be alright. I'm just trying to see if I can see what's eating it. We found that obviously that grub and things, so hopefully that stopped anything being eaten, but we'll keep an eye on it. And there's ants. I don't know if you can see them right in there. There's ants. Is that what's eating it? Does anyone know? There's that one. I got a feeling that's a seed head as well, but I'm gonna let it develop a bit more just so we can see what happens really with it. But that also looks like a seed head, and then that one's doing fine. It's just a bit slower. Raspberry here is doing great, nothing wrong with that. We still haven't planted anything here. Like I said, it's been so cold the last week. It's been unreal, as most of the UK people will know. Some places have had snow, and we're now in April, and it's just, the weather's ridiculous. We're now in May, and I've just never known the weather to be so bad this late on, and it's just put a damper on putting anything in or anything. It's been unbelievable, which for me it's not so bad because I am really far behind now this year, but still it's just really bad in general. Let's back to the update. The asparagus, that's flying up again as well. I'm not sure when I can pick this asparagus. Does anyone else grow it? If you do, let me know, because it's looking pretty good. At the end of this year I'm going to put a load more manure and things on it. I think it needs mounding up a bit, so we'll do that at the end of the year now. But they are really coming up. I'm quite surprised how good these are coming now. That good couple of inches on that, and even the ones down there are doing fine. So yeah, if anyone else grows asparagus, let me know when I can start picking it. I'm excited to try it. Raspberry in there is fine, And again guys, we showed you the potatoes earlier, they're all covered now, so they're all doing fine. The shed is pretty much done. There's the odd little bit which I'm not worried about at the moment, and I need to finish off the guttering by here, but there's no rush for that at all if I'm honest. And then in the summer when we actually get nice weather, if we do, I'll paint it then, and the water butt, yeah, that's filling up nicely as well, which is good. But that's probably about it for this week. I'll show you. But I think next time when we're down, I'm going to try and get down in the week. Now we got lighter evenings, I'm going to try and get down in the week. But I'm hoping, if the weather's nice, again it's all weather dependent, as long as the weather's nice, I'm hoping to get down in the evenings. We'll build a load of raised beds at once, and then they're ready to go, ready and when we need them. Oh, excuse me. We do need more pallets, which we should be getting. Might get them towards the end of the month and do a sort of pallet and compost run all in the one day or over the weekend, and really stock up on them both then. So hopefully we'll do that, but we shall see. We shall see. Now the other thing I wanted to show you is next door, Frank's plot. He won't mind me showing you. His sprouts have really gone to seed. Oops. Really gone to seed. So I'm wondering if, well, they could end up spreading across to us, which will be interesting, because it is quite a windy plot. It's not as bad as some, but it is quite windy. Obviously you've got the channel just there. You get quite a bit of wind down here. But yeah, I'm just wondering, hopefully he's going to cut them down soon so they don't spread too much to us. If they do, that is. Yeah, thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it. The subscribers have been amazing, thank you all. And I hope you've enjoyed watching these episodes. I know I'm getting a great deal of benefit from people helping out, like with the rhubarb and things like that. It's been absolutely amazing, so thank you all for that. And I really do enjoy making these videos. I've noticed that from making the videos, you do less work, but at the same time it's more beneficial because of the advice and things you get from people from all over the world. We've got viewers in Canada, Australia, quite far breadth really, which is unreal. Like I said, it's really good. But thank you all again for watching. I hope you enjoy. I'll see you soon. Cheers guys.